Jesse Brown is an award-winning journalist, broadcaster, and humorist specializing in social media and digital rights issues. Originally debuting on CBC, his radio show search engine has moved to TVO in the fall of 2009. The show has won international awards and has been recognized as one of iTunes' best podcasts of the year. Please join me in welcoming Jesse Brown.
I'm lucky enough to have this community around my radio show where I have listeners who are really involved in the journalistic process in a way that would have been unimaginable 10 years ago, where they suggest stories to me. Well, that's always happened. They also report the stories for me. They also might actually go out and do some sort of, I might get statistical information. I get suggestions for guests. I have gotten my grammar corrected by my audience more times than I care to mention. My audience writes the Wikipedia entry for the show. They find stories in places that I never would have imagined. They correct misinformation on the show. They keep the show honest in a way that I am sometimes quite annoyed by. But what happens week to week is something that is really electric and dynamic and is unlike the kind of journalism I had done previously. And he tapped into a group of voters who nobody thought were going to vote. I mean, and when he was able to create this network online, people said, okay, well, sure, they'll friend you on MySpace, they'll friend you on Facebook, they'll talk about you on the internet, but a bunch of kids yammering away on social media, are they going to vote? Well, not only do they end up voting, they also use these tools to raise awareness about Obama, to dispel rumors and slander against Obama. They raised more money through these little micro donations for Obama than any candidate had ever raised in history. The relationship that is constant, that you can't replace, is your relationship with, not everyone has an audience, but basically your relationship with the internet itself. When we meet someone, we Google them. When we meet somebody at a job interview, we Google them. When we meet somebody socially, we Google them. We are building this reputation through these things that feel insignificant. It feels inconsequential when we tweet, when we comment on a blog, when we leave something anonymously. It feels like a less binding and less consequential message than if you were to send somebody a handwritten letter. But it is infinitely more consequential. It is there for the world to see. Even if we think it's not, even if we do it anonymously, somebody might backtrack it years later and see what it is. So that relationship is really the one that I think is most important, and that's the one that you have to be most comfortable with. This is just common sense. And if you think about the rules that I've suggested, you know, be yourself, don't try to pretend that you're someone that you're not. If you make a mistake, own up to it, be clear, respect people even if they seem like geeks. Those are the same rules that your mom told you when you first went to school.